Good morning. I'm here to show you some things that I got from Spectrum Art. Now, if you're not familiar with Spectrum Art, they are a family business, and they have a website where you can go and order things. And MADI sources her supplies from overseas, and if you have a particular request, sometimes she can locate it. So let me show you a little bit here just to get you started. They always package up a little thank you gift when you buy things from them. And sometimes, I'm not sure if these are part of the collection, but MADI has started to design her own playing cards. And she orders them, and her prices are extremely reasonable. And these things are, unique, kind of one of a kind. These are her napkins. And one of the things you can do with napkins is decoupage with them. So the value you get from these napkins is sometimes more than you realize, because they have a few panels, and sometimes, and this would be the case, you have like 4 little stories you can tell with it. So each corner is loaded, and these are beautiful napkins. Sometimes they're tri-ply or dual ply, and you just remove that napkin back, and you can recycle these napkin backs, and you use Mod Podge to decoupage these on cards and whatnot, but they're beautiful. So I'm going to proceed. Let's see here. We also have her little calendar thank you note, and with this you will see her website that you can go to. So hopefully this is in frame, and you can also email them. So if you actually go to the website today and you sign up for the newsletter, the sale today will have little not trivia contests, but there's a game with secret words, and throughout the sale those secret words pop up and you can win money off your purchases. So it's kind of fun, keeps you on your toes. And Spectrum Arts Creations gmail.com is right here. You can also email them directly. So let me get started with some of my haul. I'm hoping this will show up. It's my first time doing this in a long time. Alright, one of the things I got were these vintage postcards, and these are so lovely. I mean, the design back in the day, and then look at the grunge, and I believe these were 1900s, so 1909. MADI sources things from estates, from antique stores, and whatnot. One of the other things I ordered was 3 rolls of this. I was hoping it would have more to it than just let's see here, it's the globe. I don't know if I have that right. It's just a repeat of the globe, but this was a very generous roll. It's probably more than, I'm going to say maybe 5 feet long. So I had some furniture I had in mind I wanted to decoupage. I also purchased one of these dies. This will be a trifold die, and it has a built-in stitch. So I'm going to have some fun with my Gemini one of these days. I purchased some cream paste, and this is kind of light and fluffy. So if you're doing any sort of stenciling, that will add some lift as you come off. And I have a stencil here somewhere, but I want it. Alright, let me move on. MADI sources unusual things, and her prices are very reasonable. Look what I got for $1.50, I believe. $1.50, $1.25. Oh my goodness. As I get older, it's harder to open Ziploc bags. Anyone else out there like that? Aren't these the cutest? So I don't know if you can see that these are little lanterns. And, if you don't care for the brass or the gold tone, you can grunge them up with your different inks or waxes. So I had to make sure I bought several of those, because my husband is getting interested in making some things, little multimedia things. So he has a theme he wants to follow through on. And I'm not going to reveal it. Maddie also used an embossing folder, and it's out right now. You can't purchase it anywhere. People are contacting her overseas. But she went ahead and made us a version in black and white, and then she showed us how she uses waxes and paints and inks. And it was funny because to her this was a reject, and everybody at the sale was like, me, I want it. So she kindly put one in all of our boxes. All right, and I don't know if you can see these, but these are tiny little crowns. And I've got an idea for a project, and those will be perfect. So here's another example of Maddie creating, or going to a site to create her own napkins. We've got the girl with the pearl earring here, and that story repeats itself 4 times. So just think of the value of creating something with this beautiful napkin. And then my husband, oh my word, he's so in love with this one. We've got the Duck Hound, and wait till you see this beautiful setting. So we've got the marsh. I don't know if that's all in frame. And then you have the hound and the duck, and it repeats itself on the other side. So imagine what you can do with that napkin if you're into decoupaging. Okay. And Maddie mixes things up. She also is creating playing cards over at the site where you can personalize it. So these are gorgeous. Think of Edith Holden. And then this was one of my favorites. There was this little fabric bundle, fat quarters, and look at how beautifully they curated this. And this was only $10. I love it. Look at this beautiful fabric. I love it. Look at the freshness of those colors. So I'm excited. I've got some ideas for this, to be sure. Okay. Maddie has very reasonably priced dies. I don't know if you can see that. Maybe I'll pop it out. Just going to be learning how to use molds. And this is a little fairy. And butterflies, little flowers, might be a little sun. So very sweet, is it not? And I guess these things are easy to use, whether with paper, clay, or resins. I'll be learning. And these are magnets, craft magnets. So let's say you create a folio and you want to have that magnetic snap shut. She's able to source these, and that was fun. Okay. Well, I don't know if you'll be able to see the detail in this. Look at this gorgeous copper chain for starters. And then look at that beautiful bauble. Can you see what's on there? It's a beautiful fairy riding her snail. And I ordered some little colorful tabs. Look at the selection there. That'll save me trying to cut those out. And then these are colorful coin envelopes. I'm not quite sure what I'll do with them, but everybody was snapping them up, so I thought they must know what they're doing. I'm going to get in on it. Isn't that how it goes? And then these fold over and are the new rage. They're called whale tails. So this would be the top. I'm doing that wrong, aren't I? This would be the top of the tab, and you bring this up to it. Nope, this would be the bottom of the tab, and this is the crease, so that would come back down. I'm going to learn. I'm on a learning curve here. All right, and let me clear this off for just a second, and I've got more coming. Now, if you're interested in visiting, Maddie's going to be having a sale today, and it'll be 2 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, And what you'll want to do is go visit that Spectrum Arts creation. I'm going to put that down here again while I clean up. Go visit www.spectrumartcreations with an S, and that Spectrum Art Creations is all one word, .com. Go sign up, get on the newsletter, receive your secret words. All right. Now, Maddie's able to source things from all over. This is The Age of the Gentleman. I don't think I'm going to be able to capture all of this, but these are going to be fussy cutters here. And this is really sturdy stock here. So you've got your gloves, your boots, your tie, your cigs, your cologne, pocket watches, jewelry, bow ties, and look at those fancy cars. And these guys look a bit dapper. You got your specs, your kegs, your galluses or suspenders. And then this is beautiful. I love this, but then it's also got some goodies on the other side. This is called Love Notes, and sometimes you can get a couple pages at a good value from MADI.